It was a sunny day at C4 Tech. I was going through comments like always. Why? Because it's always fun to talk to you guys. Hashtag 30 Squad. Suddenly, a wild comment appears.
Sir, I want a phone which I can keep going for 5 to 6 years. I don't want an iPhone, only Android. Should I go for ROG 5 or some other? Please help.
Which is better to buy, Find X2 or Find X2 Pro?
Mobile with OIS and videography under 30k.
Okay, we hear you guys. Buying new tech can be stressful. That's why we made this new series, a general guide on how we buy our tech. Hey guys, I am Ananthan. You're watching C4 Tech and this is how to buy. Today's topic, smartphones. Okay, so first things first, we need to set a timeline. Do you need a smartphone this week or do you want it within the next few months? Or are you just feeling like you need a change? Here's the deal, tech evolves. There will always, most definitely, be something better out there if you are willing to wait. It might be a newer model, or maybe a price drop, or some sale or the other. But can you wait? Well, once you have the answer for that, we move on to the next step, money. What is the maximum amount you would spend on a smartphone?
39,999.
Around 25k. 40k.
20 to 30k?
So, how much do you want to spend? What's your budget? Is it flexible? Well, it's very important to set these boundaries because buying a flagship and then living off of Maggie for the next few months or maxing out your credit card, not a great financial decision. Okay, so now we have a time frame and our budget. Next is a simple one, old or new. We on this channel have said this many times. A flagship from last year is almost always a better deal than a current mid-ranger. Lots of times, Amazon refurbished or open box devices are sold off at bargain basement prices. Of course, there is an element of risk here. So, if you care about warranty, then refurbished or previously owned items ain't the way to go. Okay, so now that we have all this dialed in, let's discuss how we narrow down the search. Take a piece of paper, divide it into three columns: wants, needs, and don't care. So, here is how mine looks like: must haves, good performance, I hate the lag, long life, because I keep my phone around for a while. Good battery. Because, spoiler alert, I spend a lot of time with my phone. Let's look at the nice to haves. Clean software. I am not averse to roaming or debloating, but I am also very lazy. Fast charging. Because I am lazy and I am forgetful. Display not too picky as long as it's full HD. Now let's look at the don't cares. Cameras. I'm satisfied with the nice primary, but I don't take a lot of pictures so meh about the rest. Next is build. I don't really care because anyways I'm gonna slap a skin on it. So brands, I'm only loyal to my wallet. So that's my list. Now it's time to make yours. Trust me, this will save you a lot of time and anguish because your phone needs to fit your lifestyle, right? Like if you're someone who travels a lot, then battery backup is very important. So high battery capacity is the need of the hour. Let's say you are a mobile gamer but you have a desk job, then you can opt for a phone with a great performance and compromise on the battery life aspect. Because let me break the illusion for you guys, there are no perfect devices out there. So, no matter what your budget is, some sacrifices have to be made. And that brings us to the final step, choosing the damn phone. Now that we have all the parameters dialed in, how do we know that which one is the best fit? I mean, there are so many fake tubers and biased content creators, right? Who do you trust? What do you trust? Can you trust C4A Tech? Well, here is what I would do. Avoid social media influencers. Ask real users. Where do you find real users? Like dedicated Facebook groups, Reddit, friends, and acquaintances. Okay, the last part is a bit difficult. Thank you, pandemic. But yeah, this is how I would go about it. Also, if you can, try to experience the device. Videos rarely convey the feeling of holding a device and actually using it. And that's it. You are now a proud owner of a new phone. No? Not yet? Okay, so here are a few more pointers that might help you out. So when it comes to the build quality of the device, here are some things to look out for. Does it come with a headphone jack? Is there an IP rating? If it's glass, what sort of protection does it have? And the most important thing about the form factor, would you be comfortable holding it? Next step, when it comes to displays, don't go by the specs. Displays are best seen firsthand. If not possible, then the next best thing is watching it on YouTube. Because yes, resolution and refresh rate are important, but there are a lot more factors at play here, like color balance and brightness. On paper, the iPhone XR had an HD Plus display, and a lot of people, including us, complained about it. But most consumers who bought the device were fine with it. In fact, this is true for all aspects of the phone buying experience. Do not go by the numbers. Benchmarks are a guide, but if you can, check out gameplay footages. Battery capacities are well and good, but check out a drain or a charge test for more accurate real world usage idea. Same for cameras. Megapixels don't always give the entire story. Camera samples on GSM Arena do though. And just because a sensor has worked on X doesn't mean Y would get the same quality images out of it. Post processing plays a huge part. Pixel, anyone? So, yes, don't just go for the hardware. And in the same vein, don't buy an underpowered phone just because it's got stock Android. We need a balance of both. And finding that balance can be tricky at times. And well, that's why even after this video, we shall continue reviewing as well as comparing devices. The aim of this video here was to give you guys the tools to help you decide for yourself. Figure out what's real and what's just marketing hype. So the next time someone tries to sell you a bill of goods, you would be able to sniff that BS. So guys, that's been it from our side. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you find this entertaining, then a subscribe would be nice too. Also, let us know what you guys think about this concept, this how to buy concept, and how we can do more videos about this, like with GPUs and with other PC components and even Bluetooth devices and stuff like that. So that's been it. This is Ananthan. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.